Good morning, guys. Jimmy or Chaos here. Welcome back. And we have some serious things to talk about if you are a fan of Fortnite. Or maybe you're not a fan of Fortnite, but what I'm going to talk about today could bring you back into it. Or you like it how it is, and this could change everything up, and you may be on your way to finding a new video game. Specifically, a new Battle Royale. There was some huge news that came out the other day, and we're going to discuss it today when it comes to changes in Fortnite, but we're not talking little patches. We're not talking about nerfing the shotguns or nerfing the RPG ammo. We're talking about changes to the core mechanics of Fortnite. We're going to talk about it here in a little while. Before that, we're going to go over how PS4 and Fortnite bundles are coming July 16th. For you guys. Check it out right here. This is over on Fortnite Intel, and it says, according to a Facebook post, the much anticipated Royal Bomber skin will be part of the PS4 plus Fortnite bundle releasing July 16th. The post, translated by Google, reads, ready for summer challenges. From July 16th, PS4 arrives with Fortnite, the video game phenomenon of the year. In the package, there will also be a special costume, Royal Bomber, and 500 V-Bucks. If you haven't seen the outfit, check it out. We're going to see a 3D render model here real quick. You can actually move everything around here, which is really, really cool. You can zoom in on him, and I mean, he's clean. Super, super clean. So there you go. Look forward to that if you are on PlayStation 4. But that's not what we're here to talk about today, okay? We are here to talk about an announcement that Epic Games made. We're just going to go to the announcement, and then we're going to take a look at some of the people in the community, what their thoughts are, and then I'm going to give you my thoughts as well. So we are over on the Epic Games website, and it says counterplay and play styles. Let's read this together, okay? We are going to continue to make changes to evolve the game to give players multiple ways to counter each other in combat and create more strategies to win in the game. Fortnite is constantly evolving. Our goal with any changes is to keep the game fun, interesting, keeping it fresh and new. It's important to supply or support a variety of late game strategies that don't boil down to just build LOL. We strongly believe that the evolution of Fortnite supports a wide range of playstyles and counterplay. Currently, the superiority of shotguns, rockets, and uncapped building are such a dominant playstyle in the final circle that most other strategies are being drowned out. We're going to stop there before we read on. So what they're saying is build fights, they're trying to figure out a way to make it where that is not the end-all say-all every time. You guys know the best players usually make it to the end, and they usually end up in these just mega build fights, which is what is super entertaining to watch as a viewer, okay? But they're saying that it's dominating the end game, and nobody with other strategies, I don't know what those strategies are, maybe hide behind a rock and shoot, or build a smaller, use more gunplay, I guess. I'm not really sure. Let's keep reading. Recent upcoming changes. We have made new changes recently, and we'll continue to make more to give you options to counter other players in combat, especially in the late game. We are exploring changes to weapon balance and resource economy, like resource caps. That's the big one right there, but we'll talk about that here in a second. Moving forward, where does this leave us? You should be able to find victory royales through multiple strategies. Shotguns should be strong, but other weapons need room to grow. Not every encounter should end in a build-off. We want to empower you to showcase your skill, your strategy, and tactics in varieties of ways. We'll be exploring these changes over the next few weeks, and we're excited to hear your thoughts and encourage you to participate in discussions on our various social channels. So what they're saying is they are about to institute a materials cap. What does that mean, you may ask? Well, right now, you have wood, you have brick, you have steel. You can get 999 of each one. If you come down, you can replenish that right back up to 999. Your better players, that's what it's all about. The beginning of the game, it's all about getting materials and resources, and then they usually end up in multiple build fights. What they're saying here, and this is hypothetical, I'm just giving you a guess of what they're gonna do. For instance, they would put a build cap on resources to where you could only hold 500 wood and maybe 300 brick and 200 steel, or 250 of each one. What they're going to try to do is counter the fact that everybody gets into build fights or builds and saying you can't have that many resources, you're not going to be able, we're going to force you to do something else. Now, here's the problem with this, okay? Building, okay, Fortnite, why did Fortnite blow up, okay? It's different. it's cartoony, and there is this unique core mechanic known as building. All right, that is the ultimate reason why this battle royale stuck out over all these other battle royales. Now, other stuff comes into that play as well. Epic Games is doing great with the community. They're doing great with constant updates and free DLC. I mean, they make their money on V-Bucks, but they do all kinds of stuff to the map, to the just everything, okay? So there's a lot into the formula of success, but at the core of it, it is the mechanics. It is the unique building aspect of this game that made it blow up. So now they're saying, well, we need to look at that because it's dominating the end game. Now, there's arguments from both sides on this. One argument would be it's a core mechanic. The new people that don't know how to do it need to learn. That's what you do. You get better, you excel, you learn. The greatest players have learned, excelled, and mastered it, and they're fun to watch with it. On the other hand, I have a feeling, and I'm not a video game developer, okay? But what I think is happening, when a game gets super popular, you ride that wave, all right? You ride that wave and you're like, this is awesome, but there's gonna come a point where you have already saturated the market and you have the current community that you have. So how do you get new players in? Well, it needs to be inviting for them, right? Why does Call of Duty cater to noobs? Why do all these other games cater to noobs? Why does it look like Epic Games wants to cater to noobs that can't build? Because they want to continue growing. They want that snowball to keep going. Well, if a new player comes in and they play their first match, let's say little PD comes in, he's never played Fortnite, he gets in, he's like, yeah, I got a gray R and I got this cool looking blue shield thing, right? And then he's running through, he's excited, he goes through Salty, and then all of a sudden he comes across a guy that builds 8,000 feet in the air and then shotguns him in the face. Well, PD's discouraged. PD's gonna go find another game where he feels like he has a shot. And that's exactly what they are looking for. They are looking for all the new PDs to come in the game and feel like they have a chance. Now, I get it. They want to continue to grow their game. They want to cater to the newer player, get them in there, make them feel comfortable, get going. But you can't do that and alienate the player base you have that has spent time on the game and got good at the core mechanic of the game. So they're in a tight spot. This is going to go one of two ways. This is either they're going to do it, they're going to get feedback, they're going to adjust it, you know what I'm saying? Or it's literally going to go the other way, and all of the people that push this, the influencers and everybody playing it, they're going to go play Realm Royale or PUBG or something else. So speaking of players, let's look at a couple Twitters here really quick. We've got Noah, and he says, how to fix the building issue in Fortnite. Buff the shotgun so when you make a building outplay, you can actually do damage instead of just hitting a 38 headshot before they just build higher. Only allow one shotgun to be carried, and that equals more slots for more play styles. Okay, all right. What does Myth say? He says, I'm legit excited to test out the new material changes whenever they come in the next few months. It's going to be a fun ride to see how it shifts up the meta, good or bad. Myth is doing his thing. He's being positive. He's going to wait and see what happens. Maybe they'll put this in a test mode instead of the regular thing first to see how it goes. You go over to Dakota's, he didn't really say anything. He retweeted this article that we went over, but then he says, Fortnite in 2018. And you're literally watching this video, and it's just, it's building. This dude is just building. Building. Let's start this over for you real quick. Here we go. And I mean, that's what Epic is trying to get rid of. They don't want PD to come across this in his first match while he's in Salty or Pleasant Park, because PD's gonna get overwhelmed. And he's gonna be like, no, I'm good. I'm gonna go play something else. And that is very, very, that's dangerous to them. That's detrimental. They need new blood to constantly be flowing into this game. So I know where they're coming from, but you have to be careful you don't alienate the formula that got you where you are. And that is what that's the formula. I mean, when I watched the Pro-Am, I watched it for a couple reasons. I watched it to see everybody do the thing, but I mainly watched it to watch some epic build fights and epic encounters of names and faces we know go at it. If you get to the end and there's no building materials, yeah, you can hide behind a rock or a tree and fight and do other strategies, whatever other strategies they're talking about, but you're taking out a core mechanic that made this game so popular. You guys let me know what you think, okay? This is a pivotal fork in the road for Epic Games. It's either gonna go really, really good, people are gonna be like, oh yeah, they're listening, build cap 750, we'll work with it, we'll make it work, or it's gonna go, you know what? They're like every other developer. They got too big, and now they're trying to do stuff to cater to the new crowd to get them in there and keep their numbers boosted, which they're a company. I get it. I get it. They need to keep growing. They have shareholders. They have all kinds of interested, vested people, right? But you can't demonize the player base you have built up. And these people grind this game for hours, and I grind it. I'm no good, but I grind it to get better at building. I grind it to get better at the situation where I'm going to come across somebody that's a really good builder, because it's a core mechanic of the game. I mean, that's just how I look at it. You guys, let me know what you think. I'm not going to ramble on anymore, but this is huge. You let me know. Do you like it? Do you think it's bad? I've seen other people, actually really quick. Let me go over here. Let's type in Mr. Keemstar. He actually made a tweet about this the other day as well. Let's see if we can find it here. Where's it at? Whoa, 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 13 out. Man, Keem, you are tweeting like crazy, bud. Where's it at? Okay, here we go. He says, if Fortnite stops being a build-off, I would play more. I know that's upsetting a lot of the best builders in the game, but that's my personal opinion. I had way more fun in Fortnite in fall of 2017 when most players didn't extreme build. So there's another angle of it, of a guy that says, you know what? I would play more if it wasn't a build-off every time, because it overwhelms me and I want to play it like it was back in the beginning. So there's a lot of different opinions on what is going down. You guys let me know what yours is. Drop a like and I'll see you soon.